Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Milford High School. I'm Benny Mitchell with 302 Sports. We'll be getting to the varsity match as soon as the JV's under. So go ahead and enjoy some of the JV wrestling here at Milford High School between the Caesar Rodney Riders and the Milford Buccaneers. And we'll be back and with the pre-match of myself and Avante Drummond for the number 4 ranked in Division I Caesar Rodney Riders. We'll be taking on the number 1 ranked in Division II Milford Buccaneers. Folks, we'll be right back.
Did you find out? Did it work for you or whatever? You did?
I got one.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I was talking to the.
You'll have a polo coming. It's just they're not in there. And welcome to Milford, Delaware, ladies and gentlemen, here on the 302 Sports Network. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me tonight, Avante Drummond. And we have a nice matchup for you tonight. It's a little bit of the Henlipen Conference South versus the Henlipen Conference North, as the Caesar Rodney Riders, ranked number 4 in Division I, travel south to Milford tonight to take on the Milford Buccaneers, ranked number 1 in Division II, and have won the last 4 state titles, as the Riders are taking the mat right now to warm up. So, folks, sit back, get ready for some Henlipen Conference wrestling action. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Milford, Delaware, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Benny Mitchell again, and with me, Avante Drummond. And Avante, big matchup tonight, the Henley Open Conference South and the Henley Open Conference North, and it's Caesar Rodney and Milford. And you've had the distinction of one of the guys in the room, the only guy in the room, to be coached by both men.
Yeah.
Dan Rigby of the Caesar Rodney Riders and Don Parsley of the Milford Buccaneers. Talk a little bit about your experience with those two guys in this matchup tonight.
Well, Coach, I had both, as you said, both coaches, coach me, and I wrestled underneath of both of them. I had Parsley underneath, I had him, my freshman year, so I learned a lot, coming in as a freshman. I was a young guy, who thought he knew everything pretty much, and, as
all young guys do.
Right. So, I was pretty successful, with your club and everything. I came into the Milford room and I said, okay, I'm going to be the best guy. I learned quickly I wasn't the best guy, so I, took my lumps and things like that, and, wrestling with Parsley, he taught me that persistence, and pretty much, it was a humbling experience, but after that year, he was gone, and then that's when Rigby came in, and, that's where, my career pretty much took off. Right. Rigby put in the time and helped me out there and made sure that I got things done, and, he did a lot for me and made sure that, everything was in order, made sure that, I was getting to college and getting things done that way as well, so it was pretty awesome wrestling these to both of them. They're both two different styles. Parsley more, of an old school, moving a little bit more towards, the new school, and now Rigby is a little more new school than anything. So it all was pretty great.
Don Parsley wins 2 state titles under. Don Parsley won the last 2 state titles, following up on Dan Rigby's previous 2 state titles, and then Coach Parsley had 2 more state titles. On top of that, so he has 4 state titles here at Milford. Rigby has 2. He's moved on to his alma mater, Caesar Rodney. And they're here tonight. The last 2 years, these teams, one of the reasons Avante Milford is one of the top Division II teams in the state is because they wrestle Caesar Rodney, yes. Smyrna, Sussex Central. They're not afraid of competition.
And that's important, You have some schools, they don't want to wrestle those big-name schools, because they're pretty much afraid of those matchups. They don't want their kids to go into the conference tournament, a state tournament with a low seed, and then it's not benefiting their kids. They got to have those matches, not only for seeding purposes, but to gauge them throughout the season. You need that competition. When you know that you're wrestling a CR guy or a Milford guy, you're getting that high level of competition. So,
and not only was Avante coached by Don Parsley and Dan Rigby, the 2 main coaches in this matchup tonight, he has a tie to the assistant coach at Caesar Rodney, as do I, my son Trey Mitchell, longtime youth and middle school workout partner, friends through high school, and then you ended up on the same college team. And talk a little bit about your and Trey's relationship, and now him. You've been around him coaching a little bit, and your college experience.
So Trey, going through high school and everything, even during our middle school days and club team days, we've always been close. We've always shared that bond, and as time went on, it grew and then it grew and then it grew. We wrestled a few times in high school. Right. It was always fun. Right. So it's, it was never, nothing negative between us. It was always, we were both competitors.
Right, absolutely.
Which always, helped our relationship as well. So once we got to college, we were different weight classes, but we always pushed each other.
Right.
We knew each other's potential. We tried to make sure that each other got to that, point and their peak, So going through college, he was there for me. He was my rock a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
He made sure that, I stayed strong and made sure that, I pretty much reached my peak.
Right.
I didn't get there, but, didn't reach, the goals that I wanted to reach. But, he made sure that I was well prepared, staying after days, and then also, the times where I'm going to nationals. He's in there with, Josh Fitch, or assistant
right.
coach, and then Brian O'Boyle, and they're beating up on me,
Right.
It's like I'm just getting beat up, practice after practice, but it helped.
But they knew it was good for you.
Exactly.
So, folks, 3 number 1 wrestlers. The ranking came out today. 3 number 1 wrestlers will be on the mat tonight. And we're going to talk about them after this commercial from our sponsor, Soto Concepts. We'll be right back with the 302 Sports Mat Side Show with Benny Mitchell and Avante Drummond.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Soto Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place.
Big boombox you got.
Soto Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back to Milford High School, folks. Again, I'm Benny Mitchell on the 302 Sports.com network, and bringing you tonight's Henley Open Conference match between the Milford Buccaneers and the Caesar Rodney Riders. Milford ranked number 1 in Division 2. And Avante, we had this special treat tonight. One match, 3 number 1 state-ranked wrestlers. The rankings came out today. And let's start first with ranked number 1 at 120 pounds, last year's state champion 113. Your alma mater, the Milford Bucks, also a Henlip and Hammers alum, Robbie Rosser. Talk about this 120-pounder who just placed at the Beast.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Beast, that was very impressive. For Robbie to place at the Beast, the first, Milford wrestler to place at the Beast in the last it's pretty awesome. I didn't get my chance, but to see Robbie do it, that was pretty awesome. But Robbie's a great kid. Grew up with him. He's always been that tough guy. He's always wanted to wrestle the better guys, and
right.
That's something that I've always admired about Robbie. When he was 80-some pounds wrestling 113, that was pretty impressive to me. Winning kids.
One match from being a state place winner.
From being a state place winner.
One match.
At 80-some pounds. That's impressive.
Yes.
Most guys that, are that weight, they don't want to wrestle.
Right.
They want to wait, I'm going to wait till my weight get up. Robbie said, no, put me in there. I'm wrestling.
Well, and that year he was at 113 because he was behind the number 1 ranked wrestler, 126,
yes,
who was at Milford at the time, Cameron Hayes.
Yep.
He's there today. He's ranked number 1 for the Riders at 126 pounds. He was a third in the state last year, but he is a 2-time state champ,
yes,
looking for that 3rd title this year.
Definitely. Cam's also a great guy that also grew up with. Care about Cam a lot, as I do Robbie. Cam is one of those guys where he also seeks those big matches. He's a very savvy wrestler. If he gets to his ties and things like that, he can get to that single, and it's curtains after that. If you can't stop his single, I feel bad for you.
And then our last number 1 ranked wrestler in the state at 138 pounds, Jackson Dean, and this kid, just a lot of great things going on with him. He beat a defending state champ last year to win the title, and this year, I watched him in the Milford Finals. He looked like he was in mid-season form. He gets out and pins the number 2 wrestler in the state, Liam O'Connor of Delcastle, in the first period. And, we're talking December, and this kid's already on fire.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, for you to beat the number 2 guy, in the beginning of the season, by pin, to dominate that well, that's basically telling people, I'm ready. I'm on a different level. It's your time to catch up. For his performance at the Beast as well, that's showing you.
Just a match away from being top 8.
Match away. His quarterfinals match was probably one of my favorite matches, his overtime match. Me personally, I thought he wrestled very well. He was very composed in that match, and for him, to fall short, that was kind of heartbreaking there.
So here are the potential matchups for tonight. We do have one scratch already at 132. Number 2 ranked wrestler in the state, Jacob Crenshaw, not in school today. Not sure if he came down with an illness, injury, or what, but he is not going to wrestle tonight. He's not in the lineup. At 106, Patrick Wisniewski, he's ranked number 4 in the state. He'll be taking on Corey Messick, a freshman, undersized freshman at that. He's a lot like Robbie, except he gets the luxury going 106.
Definitely.
Robbie did not. At 113 tonight, number 4 ranked Kevin Bound up against either Anthony Soley or Trent Grant. At 120, his first appearance on the mat this year, Mike Prima has gotten down to weight. He's at 120. He's ranked number 6 in the state. He'll take on the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, Robbie Rosser. That could be a good match. They've had some close matches in the past.
Definitely.
So then we move to 126, where we're going to have either Josh Harvey or number 1 wrestler in the state at 126, Cameron Hayes, up against Randy Mercado, a freshman out of Milford. At 132, Ben Anderson, ranked 5th in the state, and he'll take on, I have to bring a JV guy up because there's no Jacob Crenshaw here tonight. At 38, either be Dane Wilson or Riley Tracy. Jackson Dean or Dane Wilson against either Jordan Passwaters or Dom Frater. At 152, could be a good matchup. Number 6 ranked Riley Tracy Jr. against number 5 ranked Oscar Rosario of Milford. So maybe a chance to have a big ranked match there. At 160 tonight, Avon Jones Jr. against number 6 ranked Kyrie Hovington. Kyrie Hovington, Avante, you probably saw the video. He won the state title for Milford last year with that big, huge win last year and put it away, put it to rest.
Oh, I didn't get to see the match there,
right,
but I'm pretty sure he's a tough kid.
Kyrie Hovington. At 170, we'll probably see Ryan Rigby, number 3 in the state, or Sam Irving, and then Milford Josiah Irvington or Jeremiah Harrington. And then we'll skip to 195. These two, don't know if we're going to see Eric Bennett, or we might see a Provenci Augustin there for the Milford Buccaneers against number 4 ranked Paul Hicks, the senior out of Caesar Rodney. Brendan Holder gets to the mat for the first time tonight. He was a state qualifier coming off football season at 220 pounds, could face number 3 ranked Eric Bennett. And then heavyweight, that's also a scratch for the Riders. Kevin Hudson not here tonight. Number 4 ranked Anthony Diaz, and I like this kid, Anthony Diaz. Man, he is a fiery, excited heavyweight, and he likes to wrestle like he's 152 pounds.
Yeah, and that's exciting. You know, most guys we don't want to. Well, most spectators, you know, when they're the first time watching wrestling, they don't understand the pummeling part of wrestling. You know, when it comes to heavyweights. So when you have a guy that's wrestling like a 52-pounder, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting for him.
Some of our sponsors to get for our broadcast here, folks. Barclays Heating and Air out of Smyrna, Delaware. Barclays Heating and Air. Go to them for all your heating and air needs. Louis Pizza in Rehoboth Beach. You better get there quick because they're closing next week for a couple months. Louis Pizza, they sponsored our player of the game during football season. And Delaware Self-Defense Academy, Royce Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. That's Ronnie Wiest, the father of number 1 ranked at 195 pounds, Tony Wiest. The Dreams Scouting Network. They're big into football, but folks, if you need some contacts in the college wrestling area, see the Dreams Scouting Network. Also tonight, we will bring you our wrestler of the night. Will be the Hammer of the Night, brought to you by the Henloop and Hammers Wrestling Club. The Hammer of the Night, myself and Avante Drummond will pick a wrestler of the night at the end of the night. So, folks, we're going to take another commercial timeout, and folks, we'll be back with the national anthem and the starting lineups for both teams.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware.
Hooters, have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Camera of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll always stand and honor America with the playing of a
Scott
national
Cameron from
anthem.
Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group.
And folks, we're going to turn it over to the public dress announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Tonight's match will begin at 132 pounds. For Caesar Rodney, you have Benedict Anderson from Milford, Ricky Mercado Diaz. At 138 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Danny Wilson from Milford, Jordan Passwaters. At 145 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Jackson Dean from Milford, Oscar Rosario. At 152 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Riley Chase from Milford, Kai Hovington. At 160 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Amon Jones from Milford, Rafael Maheda. At 170 pounds, for CR, Ryan Rigby from Milford, Jeremiah Barrington. At 182 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Samuel Irvin from Milford, Robinski Augustine. At 195 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Paul Nix from Milford, Eric Bennett. 220 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Brendan Horn from Milford, Devontae Bennett. 285 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Kevin Hudson from Milford, Anthony Diaz. At 106 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Pat Rodinski from Milford, C. Corey Message. At 113 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Kevin Dunn from Milford, Anthony Sully. At 120 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Michael Primo from Milford, Robbie Rosser. At 126 pounds, for Caesar Rodney, Cameron Hayes from Milford, Baby Mercado Diaz. Please remember that the concession stand is open. Please support varsity club. Thank you.
Milford is going to be good.
Welcome back, folks. Benny Mitchell here with Avante Drum and Matt Side 302 Sports. Milford wins the toss and are going to have the even matches. That means the Riders will send out first here to start at 132 pounds, where we plan to see Ben Anderson and Ricky Mercado Diaz. So, right away, Milford in the hole right away. They got to go to their JV guy to start the match against the number 5 ranked 132 pounder in the state.
If they're missing one of their hammers, that's pretty tough to start off.
And out comes Cameron Hayes. I thought maybe towards the end of the night we might see a Hayes roster battle, but that's not going to happen now.
Yeah.
As Hayes comes out at 132 pounds. There we go, Diaz and Hayes, 132 to start the night. Hayes, one of those slicker guys on his feet, Devontae.
Definitely.
Right in on the high crotch right away. And Diaz able to step him. Here comes the dump. Takes him to his back, gets the takedown. And 2 back. 4-0 Hayes, right off the bat, right out of the chute.
Looking to go to a tilt here.
Armbar tilt has it reinforced. And only able to get to one sway right now. Referee tonight, Eric Buxton. Last time we had Eric Buxton, we had a melee down in Sussex Central. He came in tonight and said, if I'm here with a camera, there better not be any fights or he's leaving.
Right.
Hayes holding 3 and goes bar half and gets the pin. So the Riders go up 6-0 as Hayes gets the pin at 132 pounds.
That's how you transition there. That's very important. High-level guys always transition from that takedown to a turn to a pin.
So the Riders go up 6-0 and we'll move to 138 pounds. I believe we have Jordan Passwaters for the Bucks. And this will be Ben Anderson for Cesar Rodney. So Anderson's going to bump up tonight also. And we move to 138 pounds. Anderson ranked number 5 in the state. Passwaters, I believe, wasn't he down like 13 or 20 last year?
20, yeah.
Now he's up to 138.
Put on a little bit of weight here.
Passwaters looking to throw. Might has an over-under and they go out of bounds. No takedown.
Nice hard club there. Shot defense.
The Bucks winning Division II last year over Indian River. And shot by double leg by Anderson. He gets the takedown.
That's why I was looking for that chin whip there. Get it.
Back to the Bucks Division II state champs 4 times in a row. The Riders lost in the first round to the Dover Senators. Aaron Harris has the Senators up and coming about that.
Yeah. They're impressive. They impressed me so far this year. So
2-0 for Anderson here at 138 pounds on the restart. Passwaters down. 1:06 to go. The first period. Yeah, one thing about high school wrestling, Avante, is you start to see identities of teams. I talk about it a lot in football and wrestling. You see like right there, first match, looking tilt again this time. You have him looking hazard, looking maybe tilt as Password stands up. Looks like the Riders are going. The tilt game is going to be their identity, maybe.
Oh, definitely. And that's one thing Rigby was big on. He's always about tilts. Being tough on top and on your feet was the main key parts. That he preached.
30 seconds to go here in the first period. 2-0. Password is able to get the leg. See if he can get 2 hands on it. Looks like Anderson might have some sort of cradle here, but just not in position to turn. And Password is able to break the lock, and we go out of bounds with 18 or 16 seconds left in the first period at 138 pounds. Anderson bumping up from 132 after Cam Hayes went out and got the pin for the Riders. Got him off and running. Anderson able to break Passwaters flat here right off the whistle. 10 seconds ago, looking for maybe a cheap tilt here. Trying to thread in his armbar tilt. Got it reinforced. Got the tip bar in and goes through tilt and time runs out in the first period. Move to the second period. Milford's choice. The pass rush goes for Anderson goes down. 2 minutes on the clock. And we'll go to the second period. Riders lead 6-0.
Good first move. Great first
Took his feet, lift, and return, and catches the arm as they go down.
That's why I need to look the type of wrist. Oh, he cuts him. 3-0.
3-0 for Anderson. Anderson, this guy, he's one of these, right? He's a junior. He's going to have to come. He's going to have to step up this year if the Riders are going to challenge Sussex Central and Caesar Rodney.
Right.
Or excuse me, Sussex Central and Smyrna for a state title. Shot, double leg by Anderson, gets in deep. And he's going to be able to finish and get the double leg takedown.
Pass the leg. Good bump defense. Great bump defense.
Takedown Ben Anderson, 5-0. And in second period, minute 15 to go, he has to start thinking bonus, Avante.
So three-quarter.
Passoir is able to come to his feet. And O's going to get it, but they're going to go out of bounds with a minute to go on the clock. Second period. Ben Anderson leads 5-0. Over Jordan Passwaters. I think Passwater's a senior, is he? No, Anderson's a junior. And hazard, that's a little cutback hazard there.
Yeah. Holding two.
Referee Eric Buxton, a year ago, was the head coach at Polytech High School. Awards the 7-0. Ben Anderson with 35 seconds to go in the second period.
Looking to go back to it.
Nice little crowd here tonight. Under 20 seconds to go. Looking to tilt one more time. He's getting the swipes. 15 to go. He's going to build the major.
There. Points in zone there.
And two more back points. That builds the major for him going into the third period. 9-0, Ben Anderson.
Anderson was a tough on top.
So if you're Don Parsley, you've been ridden twice now. Where do you go?
Definitely
He's going to go neutral.
Smart. That's right. The pass runs, you got to get to your shots.
Here we go. Third period. 9-0 for Ben Anderson and Caesar Rodney. And Passwater digs in the underhook. He threw him early in the first period with it. Steps. It's thrown to his own back. Takedown for Anderson. And he's getting the swipes on the edges. The new out-of-bounds rule where you can score on the out-of-bounds.
So Passwater needs to get to his knee.
Needs to square up and they're going to go out of bounds. And three back. 14-0 for Ben Anderson. Just a point away from the tech ball.
Look for that hazard here.
Yeah, right off the whistle maybe. Nope, just a good chop. Just a good tight waist in.
Cheap too. That's why he catches his ankle.
Yeah, unable to. Minute 9 to go here in the third period. Passwater leads Anderson leads 14-0 for the Riders, and there he's got the hazard tilt, not able to put him in the pocket. He can lift that leg all he wants, no pocket, no points. Something you added to your game late in your career, Vontae. Not something you used a lot, but in college you started to show the tilt series.
Yeah, that's later on in the career you had to find different ways to score. Taking them down, let them up wasn't always the best way to do it.
Right, especially at the college level.
Definitely, it's harder to break guys. In
stall
high school,
warning.
You can break a guy from 4 takedowns. But in college you have to get at least 7 to do that. So a couple turns there.
That's a tech ball for Ben Anderson, and the Riders go up 11-0. 2 matches into the night, and we're about to see the number 1 ranked in the state at 138. He's going to bump up to 135 tonight. Jackson Dean, freshman state champ last year. Or a freshman who was a state champ last year.
Probably still looking forfeit this.
And they do. So 17-0 for the Riders, which moves us to 152 pounds. I believe this is Kyrie Hovington, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. It's going to be Oscar Rosario. And Riley Tracy. So 2 ranked wrestlers here. At 152 pounds. Riley Tracy, runner-up last weekend at the Howdy Duncan Classic at William Penn High School. Tracy likes to elbow pass and go to that high crotch series. Watched this kid a little bit this spring as he came through our off-season practices and did some Mawa. Just takes him a while to get his feet going.
Right. Which takes a lot of, high school kids to get their feet going, very quickly. It takes at least till second period for them to actually have that fire lit underneath their butt and start moving a little bit.
Oscar Rosario, he's ranked number 5 at 145. He's bumping up tonight. Shot by Rosario. He's in deep on a single. Got to get backside. And he works around the backside. Tracy with a whizzer.
He's come up with it. There you go. You get it to the inside. You watch the 3 in a row here. And
he looks for that little ankle pick. Able to step out of it. 0-0. So Tracy able to avoid the first takedown. 32 seconds to go in the period. Rosario is a guy I remember as a freshman just coming in the offseason, staying after practice during the regular season. And the kid has really worked his – didn't come in a wrestler, but he's going to leave here a wrestler.
Oh, definitely. That's the important part. What most people don't understand is that you got to stay after in order to put in that time, in order to become a good wrestler. That's something that I've done a lot of.
Right.
As winding down here.
There's the elbow pass. He's got to find a shot off that. We're going to move to the second period. Yep. 0-0, and the Bucks are going to take bottom right away, second period, at 152 pounds.
Got to have a first move there.
Rosario is able to tri-power quad up. And as able to step out, look at Standing Peterson. And he's going to get 2, but he's going to get it in an odd way.
Watch that ankle there.
That is the Milford Bucks' first points of the night, Ivanka. Yeah. They've been shut down early on. Tracy comes to his feet, over-under.
Watch it through here.
And go out of bounds. Riley Tracy able to escape. 2-1. Minute 33 to go here, second period. The Riders lead the duel, 17-0. Nice shot, double leg shot by Tracy. Gets stuffed to his knees, though.
Good defense. Spike that ankle there.
Just dropped his knees just enough to get the weight on.
Here, Oscar needs to look to score.
Tracy subbing up.
You watch the Peterson here.
Going to stay heavy on that head.
Yeah.
Tracy, I'm not sure Tracy realizes he has that back leg.
No.
And he's going to come up left turn, looking for that finish with a double. And got to be careful holding that chin. There's a hat there.
Stand up. Stand straight up.
That's a reversal. That's a reversal. Standing reversal. No warning yet.
That's 2.
And that's 2.
Escape there.
And the escape.
3-3.
3-3.
Good shot. He needs to finish here.
Oh, funk by Tracy. 14 seconds to go. He's got to keep that leg, not give up this takedown. As they'll have choice in the third period.
Peterson here.
He's got it. That's a takedown for Tracy. And he's getting the swipes with it. And we move to the third period. 2 back. 7-3. Riley Tracy. What a final 20 seconds of that period. Just when you don't want to be scored on.
Definitely. You got to be a little wise there. You're Oscar.
Third period here. Riley Tracy leads Oscar Rosario 7-3. Battle of 2 ranked wrestlers at different weight classes.
Left for the turn. And he cuts him.
8-3. Riley Tracy for the Riders. And on double H Rosario. Deep on that. Tracy looking to switch and no takedown.
Wow.
8-3. Minute 45 to go in the match. The Riders, Riley Tracy is going to get a caution. Single leg shot by Rosario. And Tracy able to spike the ankle, flatten him out, now looking to go behind and possibly build a major of his own here if he can get a takedown on a turn.
That's 2.
He ain't getting up off the mat out of that.
No. That's definitely 2 there. That's 2.
Referee Eric butts a hole and he looks where he gets a step over and takedown. 10-3. Riley Tracy. And now he's going for some backs. And Nick gets the swipes with 52 seconds to go in the period. Riley Tracy really comes into the season as an unknown. Had an above average season last year. Referee holding 3, but here he's going to knock off a ranked wrestler at another weight. Looking for the pin. Got the leg hook. He's heavy.
Rodney off to a strong start here.
The Riders get another pin there. I'm sorry, I had to check on my battery here. It was running a little low on me. So we move to 160 pounds.
Kai Hovington.
And this will be Kai Hovington. He's ranked. It'll be Avon Jones and Kyrie Hovington. $23-0 for the Riders. Hovington in on leg. Jones able to just muscle his way out of it. Hovington's got him down to a knee. Got him looking to go behind. Throws over under. That's a big Don Parks move right there. No takedown yet. There he gets it.
Important. He needs to pin. Pretty tight there.
Kyrie Hovington, he's ranked number 6 at 152, wrestling at 160 tonight. Seconds, and there's the pin for Kyrie Hovington. And the Bucks get on the board. 23-6. The Riders lead. We'll move to 170, where we're going to see another yet ranked wrestler in Ryan Rigby. Second here at the Milford Invitational 2 weeks ago. I believe is Maya, Rafael Maya. I think he's only a freshman. So Maya and Rigby at 170 pounds. Cesar Rodney leads the duel 23-6. Rigby front head position. And looks like a good cradle off the front head. Has it locked up. And he gets the pin. 13-second pin for Ryan Rigby. 29-6 for the Riders. And we move to 182. This will be Sam Irving. This is Augustin, I believe, isn't it? Babensky? So Irving and Augustin were at 182 pounds. Quick shot by Augustin. Lift. Looks like he wants to take it to the crackdown side. No takedown. Steps in, misses the throw. Augustin just a scrapper. And takedown for Babensi Augustin. He goes up 2-0. Escape here for Irving. 2-1 for Augustin. Augustin, I believe, a junior, shot in on another single leg.
Come up here. Good defense.
Irving has him flattened out. Looking to go behind here. Needs to lift that elbow and break that lock. And we get a stalemate with 1:05 to go. On their feet. 2-1 for Babensi Augustin. Hey, watching somebody, even pass waters, you got tech ball. Got to watch these Buccaneers in that over/under position.
Yeah, definitely. They're tough. I mean, that's something, partially.
Oh, he pulled him on top of himself. Takedown for Irvin. And he's looking for a stick here. And Justin, able to roll out. 6-4. Augustin now looking for a fall. How do you come out of that? I think the way this match is going, Augustin needs to look for the stick right here.
Definitely. He needs to clear his arm.
And put up 3 back points for Augustin. He takes a 7-6 lead. That's just what, first period. Seven-6. Augustin able to come back. Avante, he's just like a Houdini. I don't know how he come out of that. He looked like he was stuck, and it's going to be another pin for the Riders. And he just able just to get up enough to kick his leg over. So it's Ryder's choice. So after all that, the Riders are going to defer, moves to Augustin, and he's going to take bottom position. 7-6, Augustin leads. He goes to bottom. And we're going to get a caution here on the top wrestler. So second period, nice switch.
That's one thing you don't see much of.
Not anymore. No, you're right. Still got to finish it and score off it. And he's around the waist, and he's going to get the reversal. 9-6, Augustin, here at 182 pounds. He's a guy, when we were doing the rankings this week, Avante, he was like that 7-8 guy, just looking for his chance to knock somebody off. But it doesn't matter where you're ranked in December.
Oh, no, not at all. All about March.
Minute 26 to go, second period. And gonna cut him. Not sure what Augustin was thinking there. Cut him and stayed on his knee.
Yeah.
9-7. Augustine leads. And he may just give Irving some life there as he gets in on a double leg. Augustine throws the over-under. I'm not sure he doesn't have a takedown there.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Got both on, and there's the 2. And the swipes. So Augustine leads 11-7 and holding back points here. It looks like Bravinsky's taking a break here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now he's going to start looking for this pin here. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Augustine with 11-7 lead, but he's got back points coming.
You got to be aware.
And 3 back for Augustine. Now he's looking to run that hook.
And he gets it.
Gonna get some more choice here. 8 seconds to go. Irving able to fight it off. 3 more back. 17-7. Bravinsky Augustine. And we move to the third period. So we start off with a ton of pins and finally get a couple of exciting matches. So Irving's going to take neutral. He trails 17-7 for the Riders. Folks, you're watching 302 Sports.
For that snap.
Live from Milford, Delaware. Shot by Irving. They go out of bounds. And Coach Parsons telling Augustine to go right back to that over-under. Augustine looks about on quarter tank here.
Yeah. If not under quarter.
Minute 30 to go in the match. Augustine with a 10-point lead, 17-7. We're at 182 pounds. So we're back on track with the Milford guys in their weight classes.
Yeah. At this point, you already got your major here. You look for more bonus. Help your team out a little bit more.
Shot by Irving. And Augustine looking to a little overhook, underhook throw over. And he's going to get the takedown and getting the swipe. 19-7 he leads. Back points here. We'll put 3 back points here. We'll put it away. Referee Eric Butson holding 2. And gets the 2. 21-7 for Augustine. So the next turn either needs to be a pin or it'll be a tech ball. 35 seconds to go in the third period. And we get a stalemate.
Here from Milford, you cut him and then you get the takedown.
Coach Parsons telling him to put him on his feet. So he's going to give him the free release. That's a caution.
Here you just put him neutral.
Oh yeah, especially with 34 seconds.
Optional, yeah.
So there's the free release for Irving. 21-8. All Bravinsky's back points have come off takedowns and that reversal.
Yeah.
So Coach Don Parsley probably obviously want to take them from feet to back. 15 seconds to go in the match. And I don't believe there's going to be no takedown here. Major decision for Bravinsky Augustine as he scoots to the second left. He gets the major. 29-10 for the Riders. So we move to 195. And that's going to be Paul Hicks for the Riders. And Eric Bennett. 2 ranked wrestlers. We have a caution on Bennett. start the match. These two beat each other at the Milford Invitational on separate days.
Wow.
So now Bennett currently ranked number 3 in the state. Hicks ranked number 4 in the state. So a battle of 3 and 4 in the same weight class, and we finally get our ranking matchup here.
Definitely nice to see. That's cool.
Bennett's another one, put some off-season time in this year. He traveled with us around to the Mahwah Series, and now we're going to discuss the smacking. I believe Bennett a junior, Hicks a senior. I believe, actually, I think they pinned each other.
Oh, wow. Was it a throw?
Yeah, both of them. There's a throw by Bennett. And he gets the takedown and the swipes, and he's going to get 2 back.
4.5 there in the wrist. Maybe a full Nelson there.
Illegal hold after that. 1.3.
So full Nelson makes it 4-1. Four to 1 with 1:16 to go here in the first period. We're at 195 pounds. Caesar Rodney leads 29-10 over the Bucks. Optional start goes right to a cradle. And no back. But an escape, 4-2. Great thought. Just have to finish it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he had locked up very tight.
Under a minute to go in the first period. Oh, nice double leg stop by Hicks. They go out of bounds with 54 seconds to go in the first period. Bennett late coming out was a part of the Milford football team, state finalist. So that was 3 extra weeks of football.
Yeah.
I believe he's only wrestled 1 match. So he wrestled the Milford Invitational and 1 dual meet. Both guys fighting for inside control here. 42 seconds to go in the first period. Bennett for Milford leads 4-2. Shrugs.
Nice shrug. Very nice 2.
And it's going to be out of bounds.
Jeez. That's 2 there. Hands
Yeah, I thought the hands went down for pull one out. Can always use the reaction time.
Yeah.
Hicks looking again for the throw. Excuse me, Bennett. And he's going to get the overhook. Hicks, what an athlete, able just to step around. And go out of bounds again with 20 seconds in the first period. This match could very come down to conditioning, I'll tell you. Bennett already slow, coming back to the circle twice now. Ten seconds to go in the period, 4-2. Eric Bennett leads.
Good snap to the front head. Get it.
And that's how the period ends, 4-2.
Great way to end the first period.
So Milford taking bottom. Eric Bennett leads 4-2. He'll go into defensive position. And the second period underway here at 195. A lot of people found that used to be the heavyweight move. Now you're seeing the smaller guys use it. And we go out of bounds. There's so much you can do off it. You got 2-3 directions you can go.
Definitely. I for sure use it.
And as you notice, referee Eric Butson goes back to the center.
That's too close.
There could be a stall call in Bennett's future here if he doesn't start getting back to the circle.
Here you can't risk giving up another caution either.
Yeah, 4-2 match. Now your next one's a point.
Yeah.
So fatigue starting to show here on Bennett in the second period. It looks like Hicks starting to get a little confidence here.
Smelling blood in the water.
So, I mean, he can't show attack. He's got to attack. He's got to make Bennett use some energy here. Bennett gets to an underhook. Hicks clamping down on him. I'm not sure where he's going with it. Bennett looks for a throw again. They go out of bounds with 1:02 on the clock. And Bennett a little quicker back this time. He may be sensing what we saw too.
Definitely. There we go.
Russian tie. And Hicks going to turn into a front headlock. And this will wear you out.
Yeah.
Having to be in this position for too long. Oh, right to a cradle. Good lock it up though. And they break free. Score is still 42 with 40 seconds to go. Hicks will have choice in the third period.
If you're Hicks, this is where you get to your shots. Nice.
Oh, a little duck. Doesn't go behind. Hands on the mat. That's 2. Takedown.
15 seconds.
Where's Bennett with 15 seconds to go? A lot of scoring in that zone we talked about. Maybe a little too much scoring.
Yeah. Here you got to be smart.
Looking for Splato. 4 seconds.
Got to be smart.
He's going to pin himself. He does. Referee Eric Buxton wants to check make sure the clock did not go off. And that's going to be a defensive pin.
Wow.
Paul Hicks wins by pin. So 35-10 for the Riders, and we move to 2:20. Brendan Holder. Brendan Holder was one of our players in the game of football this year. Down at Cape and Lopin with a big scooping score. And that's about the time the Riders, and he's going to get a forfeit. So we moved to 285 pounds. And here comes the guy we talked about earlier, a guy I like, number 4 ranked, Anthony Diaz. For Milford. Gavin Boyer for the Riders. So we're at 285. First period action. The Riders have wrapped up the dual meet. And as we watch Anthony Diaz, he doesn't wrestle like a 285 pounder. Riders are without their heavyweight tonight. Another kid that was just on the bubble rankings. And Boyer's able to elbow pass and stay clear.
Yes, keeping that pressure forward.
Yeah, he'll leg attack, and we haven't seen it yet, but I've seen him many times attack like double singles and high crotches. Shot by Boyer, and they're going to go out of bounds, and Diaz right to that over-under. 285 pounds. You get one of those referees between us and them and the table.
Yeah.
They're coming right at us. I don't mind if the 6-pounders come over here. Right?
Here, 40 seconds to go. I'd like to see a shot off here.
Shot by Boyer. And he's just not getting enough level change in. He's getting a little bit of one in, but Diaz quick with the heavy hips. And now Diaz starting to show some level changes. Hicks with another double leg. And we're going to go out of bounds with 6 seconds left in the first period. And Boyer right back to the center of the mat. That won the first period, 0-0 as we move to the second. Folks, you're watching the 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell with Avante Drummond bringing you Henlopen Conference North, Henlopen Conference South action. As we move to the second period at 285, also known as heavyweight. We're the big guys. Diaz, bottom position here. Comes to his feet and turn to cut and scores. He gets on the board first as we go out of bounds.
We're always quick to the center.
Yeah, he's an exciting wrestler to watch. We're not seeing the leg attacks that you just see out of him. He's been, somebody's been teaching him how to wrestle heavyweight.
Yeah, definitely.
Let him go back to his style. Riders ranked number 4 in Division 1. Milford ranked number 1 in Division 2. Now, Vontae, we haven't seen Laurel yet. We haven't seen DMA, but you think there's a team that can touch them yet in Division 2? I mean, Laurel's got a decent lineup, but they're going to be hitting the kids like Crenshaw and Robbie with some of their best guys, Robbie Ross or something.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you have those matchups where your hammers are hitting other hammers, that's when, you know, you just hope your hammer is more hammer than other hammers.
That's right. Sometimes your hammers don't hammer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's always tough in that scenario.
Under a minute to go here in the second period. Diaz started on bottom, was able to get the escape, and he leads 1-0. Boyer will have choice in the third period.
And for Diaz, you want to get a takedown and go to the third period up 3-0.
40 seconds to go, second period. 1-0. Boyer, he shows level change on his face about that, but he doesn't level change on his shot.
Right.
And he just gets getting stuffed by those heavy hips of Diaz. Diaz a little out of gas.
Yeah.
Under 20 seconds here. And this is where we've seen a lot of scoring tonight, so. And 5 seconds to go in the second period. That's going to end. So we move to the third at 285.
And we'll see what Diaz got on top.
Well, he leads 1-0. And Boyer takes defense. And he escapes right away. So 1-1, excuse me. On the edge. Boyer needs to circle back in. He does. Head to head. Minute 40 to go in the match. And that's a warning on green for backing up.
Yeah.
Rigby upset with the stall call.
I agree with him.
And we're going to have
5 shots to none. You get hit with the stall call.
We're going to have a discussion. Referee Eric Buxton sends it back to the bench. 1-1.
But I agree with Rigby there. 5 shots to none. It's, you know, guys circle back into the inside. You know,
he circled back and then he got on skates a little bit.
Yeah,
I think that's probably where the call came, not taking into consideration the shots he's taken.
Right.
But if he would just level change on one of his shots, he might get it. And now Diaz comes to life with a shot. 58 seconds to go here in the third period. 1-1. And not the matchup I like to see out of Diaz. Usually he's a little bit of a scorer. There's a shot and a stall call, and he's going to get a cradle off him and a takedown. So each wrestler has a stall call. Bennett now leads 3, or Diaz now leads 3-1, 3-2 on the release. And we're going to go out of bounds. 22 seconds to go in this 285-pound match. What is it about 285 that brings the crowd to their feet, Avante?
That I'm not sure, but tight matches, 10 seconds to go. That's what brings them to their feet.
8 seconds to go here in the match. 3-2, Anthony Diaz. Shot by Hicks, drops to his knees. That's how it's going to end. 3-2, and the decision goes to the Milford Buccaneers, bringing the score to 41-13. And we move to 106 pounds. And the freshman, Corey Messick. And he'll be taking on Patrick Wisniewski, sophomore. Wisniewski ranked number 4 at 106 pounds. I said the rankings came out today. And he's in on a high crotch and gets the takedown. And Wisniewski's up 2-0, right to a crossface. And that's ranked number 4, but we're still waiting to see where Owen Klinger shows up. He's not wrestled, runner-up at 113 last year for Slade Sam. Talk is he will be at 106 at some point. And Will Rain right now ranked number 2 at 113, and there's talk that he could be at 106. So that happens. 106 is loaded this year.
Weight class a lot.
Right now, the number 1 ranked wrestler, Joey Natacola, out of Smyrna, as he beat Wisniewski at the Milford Invitational in the finals. And Wisniewski with a cradle pulls it over. And he's got the swipes, just needs to reposition and get the pin. He's going to go ahead and get the 3 back. There it is, 3 back. Wisniewski leads 5-0. This and 2 more matches left tonight. We're going to have a rankings matchup. 3 more matches with possibly with Rosser and Primo at 120.
Before you got to get up to your feet now.
Gets up to all 4s. 12 seconds to go in the period.
5 seconds to go.
And gets boots in, but the period's going to end. And we move to the second period. 5-0 for Wisniewski. And Messick's going to take bottom here in the second period at 106 pounds.
Here you got to have a first move. You got to get to your feet quick. Can't sit on bottom.
So we're going to have a caution on Wisniewski. And we're underway in the second period. 5-0, Wisniewski leads. The Riders lead the duel 41-13.
Knee slide there, knee slide. Now you're back up to your feet.
Messick working that claw off, now trying to get back to his feet. And this Wisniewski switching sides, keeping his weight well distributed.
Definitely. It's very important, but most wrestlers don't understand, you go side to side and rock that guy, he can't, figure out which side you're heavy on and then knee slide up.
And Wisniewski looking for another cradle. Messick able to, so far, is able to break the cradle, but now he takes the head to the knee. He's got it tight and all locked up. And now he gets the bottom knee in the side. Long time to be in this position. Minute 10 to go in the period. Under a minute to go in the period. Wisniewski's going to get the 3. And he goes up 8-0, so he's built the major. And now he's looking boots in and looking power half. Got to be careful hanging with that one boot in. And we get the stalemate.
You got to have first move off of this one.
8-0, Wisniewski leads for the Riders. We started at 132 pounds. Up, lift, and looking to return.
Back up.
Messick, an undersized 106. I'm not even sure that he weighs 100 pounds yet.
No, he's a little, I believe he's around 90 right now.
Right. 32 seconds to go in the second period. And he comes right back to his feet. Got to get rid of that cross wrist, does. And right to a claw for Wisniewski.
20 seconds to look for that boot.
And there they go. Digging the left side in.
Both in. That's looking to work.
And right to power half. 10 seconds to go. This is the third period, 8-0 was Wisniewski's choice. He's going to take bottom. Third period, 106 pounds. Folks, you're watching 302 Sports with Benny Mitchell and Avante Drummond bringing you Henley Open Conference Wrestling action match of the week, Wednesday night here in Milford. And Wisniewski able to cut and clear, 9-0. I mean, if Messick's going to score, it's going to be on top. He's got to get a leg game and wear people out. Wisniewski has 1 foot, looking to gather 2.
Good defense here.
Potentially dangerous. And we'll go back to the center, neutral position.
Every quarter, you need to get to your shots and try to score. Down 9-0.
And you're not going to throw these big guys, so.
Not at all.
Then I start going with some low attacks. Little peek out, and he gets it. 11-0 for Wisniewski. And right back to that crossface. Folks, at the end of the night, we'll pick a hammer of the night, sponsored by the Henley Open Hammers Wrestling Club. Under 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Wisniewski with 11-0 lead. And now looking to run a little barbed wire here. That's a nice job fighting it off. And right back to the crossface cradle.
30 seconds to go. Gonna fight this cradle.
He's trying to bring the leg to the head. Got to go head to the leg. Even those undersized guys are going to be stronger in the legs. 15 seconds to go in the match. Wisniewski looking to get a boot in.
Here you got to look to put a point on the board.
And just a second too late. Major decision for Wisniewski. He makes it 45-13 for the Caesar Rodney Riders. So we'll move to 113 pounds. Where we're going to have Anthony Solly and Kevin Baum. Baum ranked number 4.
Great underhook.
Baum, number 4 ranked at 113 pounds. I believe he placed 4th last year at 113. He's back at the same weight. Right in. Look for that cradle. And gets the takedown. Baum goes up 2-0. And pulls back the cradle. He's got bottom knee to the side. Solly, I believe, weighed in at 106 tonight. So he's moving up weight class and taking on one of Delaware's ranked guys at 113. And Baum looking for the pin here. A lot of time to be in that cradle. And there it is. Kevin Baum with the pin. And the Riders flexing here right now tonight. So we move to 120 pounds, where you're going to see your number 1 ranked wrestler, Robbie Rosser against the number 6 ranked wrestler at 113, Mike Primo. Here we go, folks, 120 pounds. Number 1 versus number 6. And they had about 3 or 4 or 5 meetings last year with Rosser getting all 5. Some of them close. Rosser showing that little juke they get to that far leg, and front headlock position by Primo. Reach shot by Primo. Rosser with an unhook on the right side.
Pretty good hand fighting. Makes you wrestle from space.
Rosser, pretty good wrestler from space. He showed that one shot and touched the flag. That wasn't his shot. There it is. Ankle pick. And takedown. Rosser goes up 2-0. And we saw him go to the right leg earlier. It just didn't look like it was a serious shot. That was a serious shot. He was just going to see how Primo was going to react to that.
Primo's looking to get underneath his leg. Watching here, he's getting too high.
They're able to get the right boot in.
There he goes.
And now he's going to go to work. This is Robbie Rosser's game. This is what he had to learn back in middle school when he was so small.
Yeah.
And high school.
Top game.
How to take the advantage away. And that's what he did. He went to a leg game, a top game, and just made people carry his weight. And, kept him in matches.
Yeah.
And he's got Primo flat with 19 seconds to go. And looking for that. Putting that bar in the middle of the back. And he's going to try to get one kill for the spear down. That's how the first period ends. 2-0 for Robbie Rosser. The Rosser, Primo defers, Rosser takes bottom, second period. This is Primo's first match of the season as he's been working to get down to weight. He was 106 last year. And now he's working just to get down to 120. It's another kid that's growing a little bit. Rosser looking to clear his hips and score, and he does.
Surprised Primo let him out that easy.
3-0. Rosser, not just a technical wrestler, one of the smarter wrestlers in the state.
Very savvy.
Runner-up as a sophomore, state champ as a junior. And now currently ranked number 1 in the state at 120 pounds. And he's going heavy hands looking to move Primo in the position he wants. Shot by Primo, not there. Elbow pass by Rosser. And we're back on our feet. Minute 16 to go. Rosser leads 3-0 at 120. Number 1 versus number 6 in the state at 120 pounds. And we go out of bounds, 51 seconds. Primo looked like he was going to put him under, then stuck his own head under and circles around the left side. Rosser digs in the hook on the right. 3-0 with 30 seconds to go here in the second period. 120 pounds. And Rosser going to that Russian tie. Needs head position. And throws it down, goes behind. Takedown Rosser, 5-0. And he showed a little bit of everything. Ankle pick, Russian tie. And proud to say, came out of the Henlopen Hammer program. There from day one. Never strayed. So we moved to the third period. Actually, still here some nights, working with some of the younger kids. 5-0 Robbie Rosser, Primo's choice. Riders lead 51-13. Shot by Primo, just not there. Rosser spins behind 7-0, and he's going to cut him.
Robbie's looking for the major here, get bonus points.
They get the bonus points and make a statement in the first match of the year. When you can beat your other ranked guys by bonus, you're making a statement.
I agree.
Primo was 4th in the state last year at 106. Rosser was the state champion 113. Rosser now leads 9-1. One match left after this. The Riders have locked up Goomy. He's going to cut him again. Nope. Going to go right back down. And Rosser cuts him again. Gives away the major, but he's going to go for more. Nearly threw him to his back on the last takedown. Shot by Primo. Rosser throws the hook. Not there. So we've seen ankle pick. We've seen Russian tie. We're going to see a peek out or something here. And Rosser up, staying after him. 38 seconds ago, leads 9-2. Shot by Primo. Rosser front head. And they're going to go out of bounds with 26 seconds left. Rosser's already beaten number 2. Shot by Primo. Rosser front head, 20 seconds to go. Look to go behind. He does. Takedown. No 2 yet. 11. No 2. Shot by Rosser on the edge, and we go out of bounds with 11 seconds. Final 5 seconds, shot by Primo. Rosser going to look to spin behind here, cross face. All right, looks like he's on throw, goes back, and he does, but time runs out. Rosser with the 9-2 decision. Ranked number 1 in the state at 120. Rosser gets the win over number 6, and we move to 126, final match of the night. Josh Harvey for the Riders. And Tavon Newman for the Bucks. So 2 young guys in here getting their first varsity action. I think Newman has actually weighed in at 120. And I believe he might be a freshman. Harvey did wrestle at the Hattie Duncan tournament at William Penn last week as Caesar Rodney split their team for the Beast.
Looking scrappy so far, good hand fight.
Out of bounds, minute 21 to go on the restart.
Great hand fight so far, just get to the legs, put it together.
You got to figure her. Oh, nice double leg by Newman. Nice shot, takedown. That was all off reaction.
That was a very nice double there.
And gonna go Hazard, and he gets one swipe.
Go back to it.
Kind of a loose, sloppy one there.
Yeah.
This time he just can't get him in the pocket.
He needs to get his head into the pocket there.
And now he's gonna go to reinforced bar and maybe stack it. Now he's gonna roll it through. And he gets 1 count on that.
Now you gotta run it.
Got his arm stuck now. He's either going to have to bail on this or go the other direction because he's up close to a chicken wing right now. And they're going to stop it with 25 seconds to go. 2-0 for Tavon Newman.
Great double.
Well, that was it was all off reaction. Preach so much about reattacks and reacting to what other people do. Harvey comes to his feet, looking to isolate the hands. Lift by Newman. Return, big mat return.
Locked hands.
And a locked hands. And we're going to stop it at 10 seconds. Locked hands by Newman. I like those big mat returns because they take a sting. Put a little sting in the other guy. Take a little something out of him.
Oh, yeah, and those mat returns are there where you take the wind out of them.
Harvey comes up to his feet again. He's not going to get it. So I'll just carry him around the mat.
3 seconds.
I can lock him up here. So we move to the second period. Two young guys, not regular starters, battling out here 2-1 on the last match of the night. Newman goes to the bottom position, comes to that quad stance, and you're going to get locked hands the other way. Talking to my son, Chris's sister, Coach Trey Mitchell. This is a kid they're high on, this Josh Harvey. They like his, he just gets after it every day at practice. And, you're behind Primo and Hayes, Anderson, and you're in there every day battling.
Right.
Big mat return on a 2-on-1. 3-1, Newman leads.
Slide boot in there. Gary, this is where you need to get that wrist in. Swing.
There's big half. Looking out front, needs to get an anchor. Now he goes cradle. Minute 9, plenty of time left in the second period. Taking the head to the knee. And right back to the half, and he's all over him. And I can see why they like this kid.
Right.
Stall call on Newman. Not sure he was stalling as much as he was just trying to survive. Cradle and back. We go through a whole varsity match, Devontae, and we have two backups that put on a show.
Yeah.
I like both of them. And there's the pin for Josh Harvey, and the Riders win the duel 57-16. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Henlip and Hammer of the night. Pretty beat though. Yeah. got a minute. 11 seconds. And welcome back to Milford High School. Salvante, the Henlip and Hammer of the night. We couldn't come up with just one.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Well, the two hammers of the night are Van Anderson and Riley Tracy.
And talk a little bit. Let's talk about Riley Tracy first.
Riley Tracy looked good tonight. You know, he wrestled a great match against another guy who was ranked in the state, Oscar. You know, he wrestled great and came out and got the pin very quickly.
And talk a little bit about Ben Anderson.
Ben Anderson looked tough out there. You know, his tilts were great. You know, the hazard tilts, you know, he stuck with it and was getting it all day long. And, you know, that's very important in wrestling. Pretty much, you know, making it work for you.
Okay, folks, when we come back, we'll have our wrestlers of the night, our hammer of the night, Ben Anderson and Riley Tracy. We'll talk to them. Vontae, thanks for joining us on the broadcast, and see you again around the Henlip Conference matches. Thanks a lot, Vontae Drummond. We'll be right back with our hammers of the night.
out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Solo Concepts.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Milford High School. And here they are, our hammers of the night, our outstanding wrestlers for tonight. Start with the man left to me, Riley Tracy. Riley, you took on another ranked wrestler from another weight class.
Yeah.
But he bumps up, still ranking versus ranking. Right now, you are number 5 in the state, and you get a big, you build up a big major, and then you get the pin at the end. Talk a little bit about going into your match. Slow start, but talk a bit how the beginning of the match and then how you finish.
Yeah, I didn't really think
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts.
I didn't really think they were
All right, folks, welcome back. Benny Mitchell here with our hammers of the night. Riley Tracy sitting to my left, and to his left, Ben Anderson. And Riley, you took on a ranked guy, number 5 at 145. He bumps up to take on you. Slow start, but talk a little bit about your match, the progression, and how you get to the pin.
Yeah, I went in with a bad, not a really good mindset. I didn't think they were going to forfeit to Jackson. I thought I was going to have a few more matches to prepare. I went in a little slow, but I was able to go out there, get my composure, and just do what I had to do, get the win.
And not only get the win, but get the pin. Yeah. You're ranked number 5 in the state. First time you've ever been ranked. Is it going to be a little too heavy to carry around? Or you like being there? How do you feel?
No, it's nothing different. It's just I'm still going out to wrestle, and I'm here to have fun.
So the Riders are now 2-0. Big win for you guys tonight over the number 1 ranked team in Division 2. And talk a little bit about the team win. You guys came out firing up early with some pins.
Yeah, it was big to have us all. We all came in with the right mindset. We all came in just ready to wrestle and just have fun in front of a crowd. It's usually a little bit more boisterous than some. So it's just fun to come in and run up.
And our co-wrestler of the night, our hammer of the night, ranked number at 132 pounds. Ben Anderson, you're ranked number 5 at 132. You have to bump up to 38 tonight. You take on Jordan Passwater as a senior out of Milford, but you just turned on, and the tilts, like Devontae said, were on your game, your tilt game. Talk a little bit about it as you get to the tech ball.
Yeah, I was just looking to score points tonight. That's what review is all about, really. And team points were there too. I was looking for the tech at the end, and I just felt good on top on them. So
when we talk team points, we talk bonus. If you guys are to make a run, you're 2-0 right now. If you're going to make a run at Sussex Central and at Smyrna, it's got to be bonus points to beat those guys. You're going to be talking 8-6, 7-7 splits, and you guys got to come through and do the same thing with them, against some other top-ranked wrestlers.
Yeah.
So talk about the team concept. Next up for you guys, I believe, is Battle at the Beach.
Yes.
And then you're heavy into dual meet season.
Yeah. We just got to stay on our offense, really. Like, our mentality all throughout the matches has to be scoring points and staying on top of our opponents. That's really what it's about. So.
Okay, a couple of ranked guys here for the Riders. They're 2-0. They head to Battle at the Beach next week. Milford will be there too. So we will have the finals of Battle at the Beach at Indian River High School, folks. For Vontae Drummond, Chris Mitchell on the camera. These two guys, these two hammers here tonight. I'm Benny Mitchell signing off. Folks, have a good night. There you go. Stop right there. All right, Riley, take this one.